time for justice.
Hi, I'm Jan. I am part of JFH. JFH is an action series that is being built with the community. Our story centers around an app that's Uber for heroes. You can hire a hero or become one and get paid. And that idea is what brings us all together. It is crowdsourced and personalized justice. You could create your own character using your phone.
Is this thing focused? Hi, Justice for Hire. This is Bunny, your new hero.
You can come to our meetups and make new friends and make mini movies together, and it's all about building a cinematic universe with the crowd, and it's pretty fun. It's like a live-action role-playing game meets a film or TV show, meets a lot of real-world benefits. The concept here is that we are fictionalizing solutions to real-world problems in a similar way that Star Trek fictionalized so much technology that we use today, like the cell phone. The hope is that we are coming up with solutions that really make the world a better place. You see what we're up to here? This is real stuff. We're actually producing an episode right now. We're still rolling. I was just about to go into the second part. We are building the first crowdsourced cinematic universe. We're building with a community. This has never really been done before. We are learning as we go. We are a shared, massive story world full of characters, and everyone who creates their own character owns their own character, and it's like a crossover between characters. It's pretty cool stuff. In the future, all movies, all shows will be made with the participation of the audience, and we'd love for you to join us in shaping that future. So, here we are.
Oh shit! We about to get the Tai Chi on. We about to get it on. That's right. We about to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Now I think I'm breakdancing now. I think I'm doing it wrong. I'm gonna need Jan to help me stop breakdancing and teach me how to really do some legit Tai Chi. Jan Lucanus is here hanging out in the movie dojo on the podcast with the Samurai Guy. How are you doing, my brother?
Thank you so much for having me. This is it's awesome. I haven't seen that in a while. We've been doing JFH for about 3 years now, and so
right.
I'm so happy to see to see how far we've come. And I call it no BS Tai Chi.
Yes, yes, I like that. I saw that. I was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. No BS Tai Chi. That's right. Oh, we got some Movie Dojo Army members showing up here in chat. We got Certified Badass member Ooey Tooby hanging out. We got Jake Hall saying, what's going on, PhatSamuraiGuy? And Jan. All right. And AJ Mason showing up. All right. Got some people slowly trickling in here. No BS Tai Chi. Oh, yeah. We gonna talk about it. And is there something that... Wait, hold on. First of all, shout out to Rick Myers that showed up at the end of that intro.
That is the cosign from Rick Myers on JFH. Rick has been a day one supporter.
Oh my goodness!
He gave us
Does he have a character? Is he part of?
Absolutely. I mean, Rick's company, Rick's one of his properties, the Cleaners, I believe, got acquired by Paramount with the Atlas Comics acquisition. So
okay,
Rick's bringing. Actually, it's pretty spectacular. It's a huge deal for us. He's bringing his creation from Atlas Comics into the Justice for Hire universe as a crossover. And that's really what we're all about with our company Real World is essentially creating ecosystems where people can not only own and control their characters and cinematic stories, but also cross them over with another world. So
that's
just like
amazing.
Abbott and Costello would meet like Frankenstein back in the 50s. You know, we're doing the social media version of that. So 21st century,
That's awesome, man. I could definitely dig it. But yeah, it's so awesome to have Mr. Lucanus here. That's right. Martial arts champion. That's right. I mean, you win awards in martial arts and filmmaking. You're just all over the place. That's right. But it's great having you here, man, and everybody watching right now, because Jan doesn't mess around. You know what I'm saying? He's for real. You know what? He's a man. That's right. That's right. He's a man who's serious, right? He's a serious dude, but then he's also a man of style.
That was Comic-Con 2010 after the Tai Chi World Cup.
Yo, there's some shades right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta represent. You gotta represent. Hey, man, have you like modeled before or anything?
A little bit of stuff.
Yeah, because you got that look, my friend. But yeah, really quick. How long have you been taking martial arts, my friend?
Born and raised. So, both my parents did Kung Fu and Tai Chi in Chinatown. I grew in New York, Manhattan, Chinatown, and I grew up around their masters. So,
whoa.
But I stopped from 9 to 15 because I got beat up by a family defending a friend. I got beat up by an entire family. I was very upset in Brooklyn. Got very upset that that my martial arts didn't work, quote unquote. My father gave me the Peaceful Warrior book. It is the only book to this day that I've thrown across a room. And and that was at 9 years old. And I returned to martial arts with Tai Chi when I was about 15, 16. Yeah. And that changed my entire perspective of I honestly feel like at this point I wouldn't understand like movement, business, martial arts, anything if it wasn't for the foundations of Tai Chi. So
wow,
it's a huge part of my life.
That's awesome. That's fascinating, man. We got a cosplay gamer nerd here.
Oh, creator.
He's
in the JFH cast. That's
hell
creator.
Yeah! All right, we got some creators showing up. Love it. I love it.
That's his character name, and creator came. We met him through TikTok because we have a viral video on TikTok for our first episode, and we met creator. And then this is really how our community works. We meet folks and they join wherever they are in the world. And creator joined the cast. He happened to be in New York, so we were shooting in New York in July, and he had a scene with the Ultimate Fighter Brendan Weaver. And Brendan came down. He's a buddy, amazing fighter, world class athlete, and him and creator share a scene together. And creator
how cool is that?
He's a cosplay like influencer. He's got his own following. It's amazing. And he built his own JFH outfit for his character. And my son,
I gotta look it up. I gotta check it out.
My son loves it so much. He was just talking about it last night. He was like, "You mean the guy with the really cool costume?" I'm like, "Yes, that's cool."
Nice. I gotta check that out.
He's got a shield. That's all I'll say.
What's up?
He's got a shield.
Shit! He's got a shield. Let's go.
Lights.
And lights. Let's do it. Hell yeah. Let's rewind a little bit. So how long have you known Rick?
I've known Rick since probably 2006. Maybe 2005. It's quite possible 2005. No, it's probably 2006 because he gave us our first. So I know Rick through Grandmaster William C.C. Chen's wife, Priscilla. And Max Chen, his son, is like a brother to me. And so Priscilla, she knew what we were doing with Justice for Hire as a comic book. This is before we hit market. And we were really just looking to get a lot of support in the martial arts community because we're martial artists making something that we loved. Right. And she introduced us to Rick and said, Rick writes, for Inside Kung Fu. And so Rick gave us an amazing first article, our first real, true, magazine, periodical piece of press, and a beautiful, beautifully written and 3-page spread in Inside Kung Fu Magazine with a contest from Inside Kung Fu Magazine giving away JFH comics. And that was right around, I think it was just as we... it was 2007, so that came out in 2007. So I probably knew Rick before that in 2006, just at the end. So that's a long-winded answer.
But how cool is this, man? You had a whole panel here at Comic-Con. How awesome is that?
That's the superhero kung fu extravaganza. That is Rick's event,
right?
And Rick has been gracious enough since 2007. Because when we were doing the comic book, but I've been doing JFH since high school in different versions. So that was since '99. I've been working on this project, and in '07 we premiered something that we didn't put out until 2010 called weapon camera movement. So a lot of what you see in the raid, not to say that they took it from us, but essentially
Right.
what the raid is doing in terms of how they choreographed the camera and structured the choreography,
Right.
was what we did with our 2007 piece called 2006 really was when we shot it, called Weapon Camera Movement. So Rick premiered that at the Superhero Kung Fu Extravaganza. It was our first time on the panel, and I was up there with the wonderful stunt people, Eric Jacobus over there,
Yeah.
and great guy, and just to get
I had him on the show this week.
he's great, and I really think he's the America's Jackie Chan, and I wish more people like recognized him as that, because he should have been Daredevil. There's no good reason that Eric Jacobus should not have been the Daredevil. And so, to get a comment from Eric, like, these guys know how to choreograph MA, meant a lot to me, because his inspiration is our inspiration. It just manifests differently.
Right.
So, I
right.
love 1980s Sammo Hung, Yen Biao, Jackie Chan.
Now we're talking.
Choreography.
Now you're talking
So
language.
That's the stuff that I care the most about in terms of choreography. And then if it's not that, it's Charlie Chaplin. So
yeah, man. Yeah. He says, thanks for the shout out. There you go, Cosplay Gamer. That's right. But yeah. Speaking my language, man. Sammo Hung, Yuen Biao, all those guys, and they're inspired so many of us, and inspired you to do your thing. Now your creation that you were doodling and starting and playing around with in the 90s, look at how much it has grown now, man. I mean, this is really awesome, man. Congratulations on your growth, and you're still growing.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
We're really still in just the beginning stages. I mean, it's a multi-year plan with Justice for Hire. I mean, the whole concept of, hey, we're building a cinematic universe that anyone can join, and which you can do right now from justiceforhire.app.
There you go.
But I mean, that concept of saying, hey, we're producing a show is the easy way to say it. We're making a show where anyone can join the cast. But what we're really doing, if you're in the fandom world, is we're building a cinematic universe that will be bigger than Marvel's, because we're gonna have, we already have thousands of cast members. So
that's what I'm talking about.
It's just a matter of if Marvel has thousands of characters in their vaults, we're already surpassing a lot of those numbers. And this is what we really see the future of film and TV and commercials to be, is made with the community. So, we have a company producing all of this called Real World, REELWURLD, because you're in it. And, we're focused on building the technology that enables this type of collaboration, and then working with production companies to build out movies and TV in a different way. And that's what Justice for Hire is. It's really the first of many shows we're going to do like this.
Yeah, man, that sounds exciting. So you mean to tell me I just got to grab the phone?
Yeah.
Right? Download the app. Boom, blah, beep, bop, boom, blah, bop. Download the app. You mean to tell me that PhatSamuraiGuy could create his own character and just jump into this world, this multiverse? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
It's that easy.
So you don't need to download. It's actually it's called a dynamic web app, but you can go right to justiceforhire.app right now. Eventually, we'll do the App Store on Apple and Google. We've strategically not done that for a bunch of reasons, but we're holding off on that. And right now, you can access it right from your web browser. It's a mobile first experience, so the phone is best, but you can do it from desktop. And it's just justiceforhire.app, and you can create your own character immediately. That's the first thing you do, is you become a hero, client, or villain.
PhatSamuraiGuy could be PhatSamuraiGuy in the world.
I'm hoping that
superhero
PhatSamuraiGuy comes in a superhero version of PhatSamurai.
Hell yeah!
I play Jan in JFH, and there's no superpowers or anything. It's really. It's very grounded in real world action. But we do a bunch of if you go on there right now, you'll see a bunch of activities that you can do, challenges you can do, and ways to essentially communicate, ally, or rival other cast members, and start to build your stories out. And then we have missions and challenges. So like missions affect the entire universe. Challenges are really about your personal character story.
That is awesome, man. How cool is that? How awesome is that? But yeah, it's cool to finally get you here on the channel and to shoot the shit a little bit and talk about the amazing app and service and all that. But we first met And back in the Kung Fu Extravaganza, my friend. That's right.
We sure did.
It was an honor, and it was a lot of fun having you here. And it was really cool to feature, the winners who put their own fight scenes together, man. That was like really a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun watching that, man. I'm sure and you could tell they had a lot of fun making that, That was really awesome. That was really, really, really cool.
Yeah, those guys, they put their heart and soul into that stuff. And it's, and just so everybody knows, we had for the Superhero Kung Fu Extravaganza, we had a Justice for Hire contest which Demetrius Angelo at the Urban Action Showcase really
shout out to Demetrius.
Catalyzed that idea, and he was just like, "Hey, you guys are essentially the future of engagement."
Yeah.
So well, why don't you activate the audience and say, "Hey, let's make something awesome for Rick's Superhero Kung Fu Extravaganza." Yeah. Knowing that it would have been at Comic-Con this year, but Comic-Con had challenges. So let's bring out even more support.
We still made it happen, though, man.
It sure did, and it was amazing. As a matter of fact, I would say that having been there for many years, that this one online was one of my favorites, if not my favorite. So nice. I really liked how it went. I liked the flow. I liked all of the diversity across the action genre, as well as the insights from the panelists and I really liked what the guys. I forgot their what was the gun movie? It was a gun fu kind of film. But I liked what those guys were saying. So it was good stuff.
We were all over the place. We had like every genre featured that day. It was a long panel. It was a long panel, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you had a good time because that means Samurai Guy didn't botch it that much while hosting it.
We loved it.
Man, I'm gonna botch it, but if you liked it, that means I did a good job. But yeah, man, this whole concept of having the superheroes and people create their characters. And and creating these stories and adventures and fight scenes and stuff like this is really, really. I don't see anybody else doing anything like this. That's what's really cool about JFH. You know what I mean? It's really awesome, man.
Yeah, but please continue. No, please continue with that.
No, I was just going to segue back to since we're talking martial arts. So
just to jump on that point for a second, no one's doing it, and it's really interesting. I had an interaction. I still have to follow through on this. Answer a comment on someone, and shout out to Stargax the Destroyer. And Stargax the Destroyer, I believe.
Stargax the Destroyer.
So Stargax left a comment on one of our YouTube channels. It was our Hero Meetup number 21, I believe.
Okay.
And he left a comment that was, how would I put it? It was the kind of comment that you see from somebody who doesn't believe you're authentic.
Oh,
and
one of those. Okay.
It was one of those.
Okay.
And so I responded to this comment, and he responded back, and it was, again, kind of challenging our authenticity.
Okay.
And so I responded again, and you could respond to people combatively, and instead of doing that, it was really more so just saying, "Hey, look, we are fans.
Right.
You're obviously a fan because of your screen name. So what we're building is actually for us, and you're already one of us." And that like approaching it from that perspective, and also tying in the fact that, hey, Hollywood content is actually made by fans. And I would argue that any movie made after Terminator 2 in the Terminator series is a fan film. So like I would definitely argue that. And because they don't have the same spirit of the creator. They don't have James Cameron's spirit.
Gotcha.
Like George Lucas, even to like after the first Star Wars, there's so, when you look at film in that way, and you look at how media has placed us against each other, and kind of made a line and saying that Hollywood is here and the fans are over here. You're at farther than arm's length. That's not the way that storytelling evolved throughout history. As a matter of fact, we just posted for New York Comic Con today the extended version of our panel from New York Comic Con last year with
nice.
Jeff Gomez, who's like the world's leading transmedia producer, who's a dear friend and advisor, with Ahmed Best from Star Wars, with Danny Fingeroth, editor-in-chief of editor of the Marvel Comics. We're stacked. It's an amazing panel. Aaron Vanek from Live Action Role Playing Census, and just amazing people on there. One of my co-founders on there as well. And we're talking about like the history of audience participation. And we just put it out this afternoon, so I highly recommend going and checking it out. It's called
I'm going to check that out.
It's on the Real World YouTube channel, and it's called Your Cinematic Universe, World Building with Fans and Franchises. Yeah. So back to this Stargax guy. Okay. Just responding to him and saying, look, man, like what we're building, this is for us. If media has taught you that what we're doing is less, then that is the exact thing we're fighting against. Like this is the future, and you're a part of it, and we are unstoppable together. And like his response to that has been amazing, and like we've been having a really positive like interaction. And he's like, hey man, he's like, dude, like he's feeling what we're doing now. Nice. He's like, man, and it's so cool. You can just read the chain of comments on JFH Hero Meetup 21. It's there right now. And and so I just had to highlight that, because no one's doing what we're doing right now because of 20-something years of legal pushback. Like Jeff Gomez has been pitching what we're talking about since 1999. So what we're doing, not what we're talking about, what we're executing, what we're actually having success in right now. And so we figured out how to structure essentially a shared cinematic universe where the audience owns their content, where the brand can actually take a step back and say, you know what, it's actually a conversation. We don't need to direct everybody with an iron fist. We can actually allow for the most creative resource we have, which are the fans, to actually create. So like JFH is the first of many things to come like this, and we're just really, really grateful to be forging ahead like this.
Yeah,
with the support of folks like you, helping to get the word out. We're still indie.
Yeah, well, it was just really fascinating to me. Plus, I had to get you on here just to talk, but it's just we got to get the word out. But I like what you said there. It's like this is kind of for us. It's Absolutely. Like the community's growing and it's going to become even better and bigger and huger. But at the end of the day, it's still, ours. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I think I like that approach,
dude,
man.
I will just I'll put it like this. My vision for JFH personally is for us to be the martial arts version of Fast and Furious as a franchise meets the WWE. And when I say WWE, I mean that even to the extent where we're having live martial arts competitions, actual like real martial arts fighting competitions, where the winner, the outcome of a fight affects the storyline and is in the story. So stuff like that. That's stuff that we've been working on this for years, man. So like, there's a lot more to do. So
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, man. Because what is fighting? But like, I mean, I'm a martial artist. I understand the difference between spirit and entertainment. So when you go and you fight for money, you're fighting for entertainment. It's a show. It's show business. Yeah. So like Triller has done an amazing job at showing that fighting is actually show business, because they're like, we're doing exhibition fights. There's no championship belt. There's nothing here. You're going to pay for it because we're going to stack it with rappers and influencers. Right. So I'm like, well, hold on for a second. They're just running off of cool. So like JFH is cool, man. What we're doing, we have a lot of community full of cool, loving, wonderful people that are super creative. So we're just going to keep on building, man.
Nice. I don't know. Are you calling out Jake Paul right now? Is that what's happening?
I would love to call out Jake Paul.
Would that be like 5? Would that be like 5 seconds?
Honestly, I think he's doing a lot of great work for himself as an entertainer and as a martial artist. He's putting himself in really challenging positions. I have a lot of respect for anybody who steps.
He knows how to market himself.
He does. He does a great job.
He knows what he's doing.
My challenges are always friendly and loving and respectful. So I would happily fight Jake Paul.
That's your promo too, man.
Happily
You
fight.
get interviewed. I will happily fight Jake Paul.
And I
Oh
love him
man,
in the
that's
JFH
funny.
cast too. So win or lose.
Hey, there you go. There you go. But yeah, since we're talking martial arts here, how do you find the time to train? You know, this gym right here, is this your gym?
That is Sifu David Ross's
Okay.
former gym, former space at on 35th Street in New York between 7th and 8th. That was that he still runs New York Sanda from other locations now, but that was up until the pandemic. That's where we trained.
Right.
And
okay.
it's amazing space. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. So how many
I'm in LA
students-
now.
Oh, okay. So you're not that far from me then. So in terms of how many students do you usually teach, or you were teaching like normally?
It would depend, to be quite honest with you, I found the most success with private clients because Tai Chi has I used to fight Sancho. I fought for Li Tai Lang's New York International Sancho team. I fought semi-pro. I was paid to fight. I fought his pro team, the B team and Sancho, which is boxing, kickboxing, Mongolian wrestling. When I was 18 and 19, I was on that team.
Wow.
And so I was in college at film school at NYU, like also on a fighting team. And it was terrifying because it was poorly run. It was a shady business, and that's not it's just the reality of that moment. I'm not trying to throw any shade on anybody who's associated with that.
Yeah.
But it was
just being honest.
It was definitely just not a safe a place where I felt safe, or even that I felt like I actually had trainers that understood how to convey strategy.
Right.
And so I didn't understand strategy. I didn't know how to fight. I mean, like I fought, but I didn't really know how to fight. I was just like surviving in a ring, and I'm tough. Like I can get hit a lot, and I can still stand up, and I can outlast people. My body's like built for endurance. Right. So I was winning off of points, not off of like strategy and great hits.
Yeah. Hey, a win's a win, though.
Yeah, but anyway, like fast forward to 2004, and I got recruited onto the U.S. Tai Chi push hands team with my father by Josh Waitskin, who is like a big brother to me. If you don't know Josh, he was a subject of the movie Searching for Bobby Fischer, which he was a chess prodigy as a kid. He's also Marcelo Garcia's first black belt in BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So
nice.
All of that, I say all of that to say that Josh and the team we were on, I'll use the word elite because it was just not. Tai Chi in the U.S. is such a low talent pool when it comes to Tai Chi as a martial art. Right. So there's next to no one I would recommend that's not on the U.S. push hands team. If you weren't on that team, then I have to really watch your competitions, and if you're not competing, then that doesn't mean you can't be a great competitor, but that means that you're still dealing with the challenges we have here in the States, which is there's just not a real ecosystem for the competitions. And I mean, I'm very aware of the competition circuit here. And I just don't think it's on par with like the Tai Chi World Cup in Taiwan. A lot of Tai Chi practitioners that consider themselves purists don't know that exists. So there's a high caliber in Taiwan. They play Tai Chi like ball players, like the NBA. I mean, they play push hands, the wrestling side of Tai Chi as a sport. And it's fast, it's explosive. It looks like judo and Greco-Roman wrestling, and it's soft at the same time. And it's amazing. It's my favorite sport. So when you asked me that question of what were my students like, it was challenging for me to maintain a large class, and if I had 6 people in a class, sometimes I'll do like an open seminar and I'll have 20 people, and that's great. But like my regular classes were very, very small. And so the benefit of that is I got to give a lot of attention to players. And when I say Tai Chi, I mean, I'm actually talking about push hands, talking about that competitive sport. My Tai Chi classes were like the traditional, here's Qigong, Neigong, like these power building exercises, slow movement for health and wellness. Those are always like fairly packed because a lot of people know Tai Chi for health, but not a lot of people know it for martial arts. So, that's Paula Garces from Harold and Kumar.
Oh, nice.
And she's directing on my block on Netflix right now, I think, and she's also on it. I think as a cast member.
Oh, nice.
So
you're training her right here.
Yeah, we're training out in that's Runyon Canyon in Hollywood.
Nice.
So I'm actually a few blocks away from there right now. So, you know, I would get a lot of people who knew about the elite training and the high performance mindsets, essentially. Like there's if you're not aware of high performance mindsets, that is a thing. And it is, you know, there's certain practices that people do. And I highly recommend like books like, you know, Josh's The Art of Learning or The Alter Ego Effect by Todd Harmon. These are amazing books. That also ties into JFH and for real world and everything we're doing about creating personas and being able to grow as a person through a persona. And that's something that the world's top athletes and top entertainers, top CEOs have to do. It's really powerful stuff. So my personal clients, private clients knew that, and they were willing to pay top dollar for top world-class training. But outside of that, you know, I would hold free classes and people would hardly show up because it's like showing people gold and they're from a society that doesn't know what gold is. And so, and to a certain extent, all that is just a lot of opportunity for growth. And so I'm really right now, you know, on a parallel timeline with Justice for Hire and what we're doing with Real World, working on, you know, I'm out here in LA doing Tai Chi seminars. You have my No BS Tai Chi seminar in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen there.
Yeah.
And really,
I got it right here. We're gonna click on it.
Yeah.
Boom.
And you know, I'm bringing this to other styles because I just don't see right now the Tai Chi community it doesn't exist. There's no community for real sports Tai Chi players here in the States.
Right.
And so I'm doing my best to build that, but also recognize that we need to just we need to showcase the value that's in the container of Tai Chi, and showcase how that can benefit other styles and other athletes. And that's what I've been doing for years. That's you know, one of the reasons I know Brendan Weaver so well. I've worked with you know, Olympic boxers. I've worked with NFL players.
Yeah.
On saying, hey, look, here's the tool set. Here are tools in the toolbox of Tai Chi. Take them and go and use them on your own. Like, you don't need to do Tai Chi as a system to utilize these tools. And, you know, one of the challenges with traditional Chinese martial arts is the secrecy. And so I'm like, hey, you know, my parents' teacher didn't want to teach this for 20 years. So here, let me teach this to you in 5 minutes. And now you can do the things that people say are magic. They're not magic. It's like you just need someone to show you that it's really, really practical.
Like, Jan,
so
I'm not flying around.
No, I mean,
it's
like when you see
working.
somebody like trying to 100 people pushing on one person, that's like, you know, BS. I always say that. You know, it's like
nice. So
there's a way
you're a real one. You're not. You're you know, realist. Not just like I just do that and you just pass out on the other side of the screen.
I'm a product of really good teachers.
There you
go. And I'm a product of knowing that I've been fortunate enough to learn that asking questions is one of the most valuable things you can do for yourself and for anybody else. Because when you ask great questions, the teacher learns. And it's just really, really amazing what happens when you ask great questions. So like, you know, I asked William C.C. Chen, like, hey, why do you see people, you know, he's grandmaster. Why do you see people when they do Tai Chi, a guy touches them and then they do this little foot thing where they're skipping backwards. He's like, well, that was made for stage. He literally said, he's like, that was made for when we were demonstrating Tai Chi on stage to symbolize a Tai Chi practitioner versus a non-Tai Chi practitioner.
Gotcha.
And so it was theatrical at its core, and people for some reason, you know, like kept selling that to Westerners, and then it just became this whole, you know, the BS Tai Chi, which McDojo Life and fake black belts and all these guys love to repost. And I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, man, I love your accounts, but this is unacceptable for what it's actually damaging the you know what Tai Chi actually is. So we just need to change. Yeah. And the only way we're going to change is by showcasing what we do. So we're working on this.
I love that approach, and you know that's how it should be, right? You know, why fool somebody? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I never understood fake martial art teachers. I never understood that. It's almost like it's a cult.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
I'm like, well, how do these guys get all these people to pay them to do this?
I know.
I was giving away classes for free. I'm like, come on, let's just come and train. This is real. It's amazing.
That's it. You got to sell out, man. You say, hey, this is going to give you powers. You're going to be able to run up the wall.
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. That's my only problem.
I know. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so right here, look at that. 3 times Tai Chi World Cup champion. Look at that. So right here, you're teaching on this is a basketball court right here?
It is that's my father and me and Chinatown. No, it's just on the border of Chinatown and Lower East Side at Stewart Park.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing
court, yep.
demonstrations and training right there.
Yeah, we're just training, and there's another master that my father likes to hang out with that people were asking me about on social yesterday, and so Sifu Sam, go and train with him in Chinatown. He's a real nice guy.
But yeah, that's what I liked about. I'm glad I get to hear it from you because I wanted to ask you because, like you were saying earlier, they're casuals that don't know, right? They feel that when they hear Tai Chi, they were like, oh, it's for exercise, release tension, No one really know, like I'm saying casuals, none of them really know that, hey, there's a side of Tai Chi there's no bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's really cool that you're going out there really trying to teach people the real, the real shit. Sorry, I curse a lot.
Honestly, I'm doing my best to bring in the other top players as well, because there's Coach McGinley out in London. There's Coach Nacho out in Spain. Chen Chen is the greatest player of all time in my book. 16-time plus world champion. From a family of Tai Chi players. His sister is amazing. His brother is very, very strong. I lost the gold to his brother in the finals by 1 point in 2010. So I got a silver medal and not the gold.
Wow.
But it's while there's rivalry, like rivalry pushes growth and still can be friendship. And so I think the younger generation especially is all about sharing rapidly. And so Casey Payne, who like myself and Casey are the two, Chen named us as the 2 top American promoters in the world for the sport of Tai Chi push hands. So Casey lives in Taiwan. So I'm technically the only guy that lives in the States that's named by him. But Casey just got to the States from Taiwan days ago. So I'm like, hey man, come and train and let's do a seminar. Let's do something. Let's make sure that you can show everybody, use me as a dummy, beat the crap out of me. Let's go. I want to, everyone needs to know how real this is.
Right.
So we're just showing everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. You're actually physically getting in there and showing people.
Absolutely.
You're not just going,
no other way to do it.
And then everybody falls down.
Yeah, if I could do that, you kidding me? If it would be my life would be totally different if I could do that. I do it every day.
But I see, you're funny. Your Tai Chi to the people, your videos on the YouTube channel, it's really cool, man. Or you're on there, training people and showing people movement, stuff like that.
Yeah, those are
I was actually thinking about getting me and Lady Fat Blood, we get together and we'll try to exercise and learn what you're doing. I was actually
please come and train.
Getting ready to do that actually.
Those are open to
tempted.
anybody. Anybody can come and train Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That's it's a justice. We're doing it. It's part of Justice for Hire to train the hero community. But anybody it's free, and we always dedicate our training to a charity of the week. So every week it's different, and it's open. So and no, there's never pressure to donate. You just come and you train, and so that's we just want to share it.
I was thinking about doing that, man. Actually, because I watched some of your videos. I was like, I need to get up and get moving. You know what I'm saying?
Please
do. Get back into it. And then after I get one lesson from you, I'll be able to fly and do get fireballs.
Yeah,
man. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna try to do some sessions. Definitely, man. I wish I would let you train me in person, my friend, if I could. Let's see here. But yeah, you're kind of far from me, so it's probably not gonna happen.
Well, whenever you can, I'll have a seminar on the 21st.
Okay.
So
right.
I'll let you know about that.
Let me know, man.
Hollywood.
Yeah, let me know. All right, let's see here. All right, so I'm loving this martial arts background story and update and the history of Tai Chi. We're getting a little lesson tonight, man. I mean, this is really cool. The no BS Tai Chi, son. That's what I'm talking about. But let's go ahead and get into some of the. We're going to bounce around a little bit, but some of the projects that you were part of, and you can let me know, and we can get down to the nitty gritty and talk about it. But before that, how many years have you been a guest at the Urban Action Experience, man?
Let's see. 2014, we premiered what I would say is the last piece of content from Justice for Hire at their event, their first event in 2014. It was the last piece of content from what we would consider now non-canonical Justice for Hire. So everything before 2018 and everything before the series as it is now, which is we put the first episode out in December of 2020. So anything before that, we don't consider canon for the new series. Not even the comic book. The comic book series you can look at as an example of where we're going to go, and so it like kind of give you some hints. But so from 2014, we started at Urban Action Showcase, very supportive, and Demetrius is fantastic. I think one of his partners reached out to me, and then he reached out to me. Yeah, and they really liked what we were doing with Justice for Hire. So that's how we found out about them. And
look at all these other legends on here, man. We got the Black Dragon. What? Ron Van Cleef up in here. What?
Yeah.
And of course, Bobby Samuels, man. I talk to that guy once in a while. He's a great guy. I had him on the show too. Gotta love Bobby. But that's really awesome, man. So the comic that I clicked on is in concept only. Is that what you were saying?
No. The comic is available everywhere, and you can get it right now.
Okay. You're talking about back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what I meant was that from a canonical standpoint, meaning that if it, it's not canon to the show. It's not officially recognized as part of our story.
Gotcha.
And so, like, the comic book itself is essentially source material. And I would consider every video that we put out, every short film that we did between, let's say, 99 and 2014, all of that is essentially source material. It's not part of the cinematic universe that we're building with the community now on justiceforhire.app.
But I like the artwork here, man. Like you sitting over there. Is that
on the
left, right?
I used to play another character in Justice for Hire, so it's been a very personal journey for me. Like that, the first comics were really about a father-son. It's like a father-son story with two generations of dads that were partners and two generations of sons. You can kind of imagine as if Sam Jackson and John Travolta from Pulp Fiction had kids. And that was actually the inspiration for the first Justice for Hire characters.
Okay.
I hadn't seen Pulp Fiction at the time. I just saw the two guys. And I was like, well, imagine if they had sons and if they're killers, like, and like, what would their sons be like? And so kind of worked back from there.
Yeah.
But interestingly enough, those characters are the only characters that are not in the Justice for Hire cinematic universe right now. Okay. So the middle character, Louisa, the police officer, is played by Angelique Zambrana, who you'll probably, if you guys watched Law and Order SUV, she was on the season finale and the season premiere this year.
Nice.
So she was the pretty much the main. Every time they have a different guest character, she was the main guest character on there. Right. So she's playing Louisa, and like I said, every character except the main characters that inspired Justice for Hire are back.
Nice. That's cool, man. You got Avil here, Juliet saying, "Hey, Jan."
Oh, Avel is the. So remember, you said you wanted to play the JFH competition action scene competition video.
You talking to me? Or
yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You were like, "Hey, Jan, can I play that action scene competition video?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. I'll text Avel right now." That's Avel.
All right.
The
nice.
Tarantino
Nice. You got Tribal Chief saying here. He goes, "That is amazing, Jan. Preparing people mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's awesome, man."
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah.
That's what we're supposed to do as a community.
That's right. Fat Fu Panda. That's right. That's going to be me in Jan's class. That'll be me right there, showing up, wobbling around. Jan will take it easy on me at first, and then he'll kick my ass later.
I think it's one of the most important things to get your ass kicked in life. Like I do my best to put myself in situations where I can get that type of intense learning.
Right.
All the time.
Oh man! So how many issues were the comic?
You
said still going, or
no?
5?
Well,
okay.
But we are going to put out an omnibus A
Oh,
really dense, like 400 something page omnibus.
nice.
So that'll likely come. We have the first 4 episodes of the JFH like series out now. We call them.
Uh-oh, we lost Jan. We lost him. No. Panic! Panic! What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? No! I think we got him back.
Yeah.
There you go.
Me? I don't know
there
what
you
happened
go.
just now. All right. It
Oh
just
man,
crashed.
it's all good.
Okay.
It's all good. Hey,
but
you gotta
I
love
think you-
technology, man.
I think I lost you guys at the omnibus, right?
Yeah, you're saying there's gonna be like a dense, like 400 page.
We'll put out an omnibus when we drop the first episode of what we consider like the true season 1 of Justice for Hire. Like we have so much. We have about 10 episodes at least already shot, and and when I say already shot, I mean there's still a lot of opportunity for people to make their way into the final episodes. So. And just to kind of clarify a little bit more about how we're making Justice for Hire, the app is a cinematic universe. So anybody can join the app, and just like on social media, when you post something, it's a little bit different because it's a combination of social media and it's also like we're producing a show together. So when you make something, like if you don't like it, you can turn it private, but it might have been perfect for what the show needs. And so if we use that in the show, and we monetize it, meaning that like we actually like become profitable with the show, we're going to pay people. We're going to pay everybody who's involved with Justice for Hire.
There we go.
So like this is a multi-year plan. Like I said, like when we start bringing advertisers on the platform and sponsors, there'll be more and more opportunity for people to make money with their creations and content. And we have visions to even go as far as to help broker deals with studios in the event people need that, because we're going to find the next 100 Deadpools, on our platform, like there's some crazy characters, man. Like I'm a fan of our community. And so like genuinely mean that. So, but we'll put out this omnibus when we put out episode 1 of which has Brendan Weaver in it as playing his character Cowboy. And, so it's as we produce these episodes in the coming months. First, we're doing our equity crowdfunding campaign to build out the company, which will start in 2 weeks. But right after that, it's going to be like a consistent post-production communication. It's going to be a conversation with the whole community where it's like, I'm literally going to be sitting editing. I'm personally editing the first season. And then after that, like we'll start bringing on more editors, and that's kind of like how
help you out. That's going to be rough.
Absolutely.
But you can do it. You're dedicated.
We're planning to go on tour next year.
Okay.
So like Lord willing, with COVID, etc., and producing season 2 like sooner rather than later. But first we have to finish up season 1, just like get all of that out to everybody. So we have a starter pack out now, 4 episodes out now. Episode 1 did 7.5 million views on TikTok. Avell is in that, so shout out Avell and to the whole cast.
Nice.
And it's just people really love the idea. It's not just the views; it's actually the comments. The comments were people getting, and the shares in the comments, people getting it. People saying, "Oh my God, this is a show. This is brilliant. I want to be a part of it. How can I join?" And so that video going viral pushed us to launch the app early, and I'm really, really happy we did.
Nice. That's awesome. So speaking of comic books, have you been a fan since childhood?
My father was a comic critic and writer, so I grew up in the industry, and and so kind of beyond fan, it's just part of life, And I'm really I feel really, really fortunate to have watched him and his journey, because his journey very much shaped my journey. He wrote a Silver Surfer book, and his book never got published. His mentor was the editor-in-chief of Marvel, Jim Shooter. And so when my dad's book did not get published because of red tape in Marvel, I boycotted Marvel at 11 years old. And I was really upset that my father's creativity was not being honored because of whatever rules they had in their in their company.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, man, I didn't realize until maybe a year plus ago how much that shaped what we're doing with Justice for Hire in real world. Because the concept of saying, well, anybody should be able to add their perspective to a story.
There it is.
And the technology wasn't there before social. And but however, historically, that's actually how stories around a campfire worked. How stories in indigenous tribes worked. Like there was one person wasn't the storyteller, one studio wasn't the storyteller. It was a community telling a story together, and it would change as each person told their part. So we're in this amazing point in history where we can do something different together and build in a new and I think constructive way, to actually help us tell better stories rather than destructive.
Right. No, I gotcha.
So I think that it's and that's not me trying to be like all positive and happy. That's like me saying as like a warrior, like, hey man, we got to build differently.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do it. I get it, man. So this a couple of projects here. Let's talk about Currency. What was your involvement with this?
So Currency, I was the action choreographer on that. And that's where I met Angelique Zambrana and Matthew Weiss, who are she plays Louisa from the comic book and now in the live action Justice for Hire. Matthew plays Slug. He was one of the first characters he was in episode 1. He and Avel, who plays Elixir, are a couple in that episode. And so I met some amazing people on set. Amazing producers who came on to help me and the team make Justice for Hire. We've done this with next to no funding. This has been friends and favors and people who believe in the vision. Mm-hmm. And so Currency was and Gabe, who directed it. Gabe really taught me a lot about the importance of having other directors surround you. So him bringing me on, I asked my choreography friends to come on. He didn't have a big budget, but they couldn't really, pay my choreography buddy. So I was just like, okay, you know what? Like he came through a mutual friend, an advisor. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And we just made the project happen. And he was surrounded by top tier directors and producers in roles that people might consider menial for their point in career. And I looked at that and I was like, this guy is surrounded by people who have put ego aside for a greater good, and they all lead their own ships. And that really changed how I looked at how we were doing Justice for Hire, and it allowed me to say, I'm not the only director in Justice for Hire. Like, we have a bunch of different directors who came on to direct episodes with me. And I would if I'm in front of the camera, I have a great director watching me. That at this point, like if we're shooting on professional cameras, etc., I make sure that if I'm in front of the camera, I have do my best to have a great director there, like watching my performance. Right. So, but if I'm shooting on my phone,
makes you better, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if I'm shooting on my phone, I just I shoot a lot of stuff personally, and and it's fun and it's fine. Yeah. But I think that there's as you take the medium. As you take the tool set to another level, as you level up in tools, you want to level up in who you're surrounding yourself with.
Nice.
So
there you go.
It's great.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely. How about Good Kids?
So Good Kids, I trained Mateo Arias, and Mateo is I'm sure people know who Mateo is. Mateo is a child star. I think he was on Disney Channel, but. He's also well known for being he's really like best friends with Jaden Smith, and they rap together a lot. So Mateo was cast in this film, and a buddy of mine, martial artist and producer, just called me up and said, hey, he's got to teach Tai Chi. Can you teach him Tai Chi? So the Tai Chi he does in that movie is actually a hybrid. His interpretation of a hybrid Tai Chi Luhabafa form, which is called water boxing. Luhabafa is, depending on who you talk to, predates Tai Chi. So it's one of the 3 forms that I do, and we just met and I taught him the form, and it's in the movie. I think it's on Netflix.
Nice. How cool is that? How cool is that? Well, speaking of rapping,
That's right.
When'd you start doing some music, my friend? I like that. I like this artwork. It's pretty badass.
Oh, thank you. It's a photo and a great artist put together, and a great graphic artist from me.
Nice, nice.
I grew up singing Indian bhajans, songs to the like Hindu pantheon. So I grew up singing that, and I grew up with a family guru. So that always talked about like the oneness of all religions and how like each one is essentially based on love and how we need to respect all religions. And it was great. So, I grew up singing songs like that and having all that music foundation. Music is still a huge part of my life. I have a Jan's rap account, and my TikTok is all rap. So I write every day and posting. I'm my son is playing with my dear buddy upstairs right now, and his daughter, and he's an amazing rapper named Neeks World.
Nice.
So you might even see him on this podcast because I'm running out of juice. I may need to plug in my phone upstairs.
Oh, it's all good, man.
But yeah, he's I do a lot of new age hip hop stuff, but I also have a rap group with Aldous Davidson, who's been in a bunch of stuff, and it's kind of more comedy cinematic rap.
All right.
So, and I sing as well because of like I said, the bhajan stuff. So,
nice.
It's a bunch of stuff. It's like rap, Gregorian chants, meets comedy.
As long as it's not mumble rap.
I don't do that much. I appreciate a vibe. Don't get me wrong. Like I'll listen to some mumble rap, which I would, but I won't go hard and say like, oh, this guy's a great lyricist. I do love
it's background music.
The Baby is great. I highly recommend it.
All right, this project, boom.
That was what we premiered at Demetrius's 2014 event. So that was the last piece of non-canonical JFH video content. That's Ahmed Best from Star Wars in the center.
Nice.
And we're standing. That's Sean Brosnan, Pierce Brosnan's son on the right side. William C.C. Chen's son, Max Chen, next to him. That's John Machado, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu icon of the Machado brothers, the 5 Machado brothers family as Ram. That's my son's mother as Debutante Renegade. She's a very talented writer-director. Mercer Boffey, that's one of my best friends. You've probably seen him on a bunch of shows, Always Sunny in Philadelphia and stuff like that. So it's that was a very, very, that production showed me we were attempting to do what we're doing now with that production.
Right.
It finished. We premiered it at Rick's event, and then it had a festival run at Demetrius' event and others. But the story ended, and we wanted the audience to continue the story, but we didn't have the ecosystem built. We didn't have the infrastructure for that. And so, you'll see if Comic-Con ever puts out their archive, you'll see me in 2012 and in 2014 talking about the platform we have now with Justice for Hire. And so like I was just like, man, how are we going to do this? And honestly, the only answer, which I didn't like, was blood, sweat, and tears. And so, here I am, like nearly a decade later, like, here we are. It's great. Fortunately, it's working. So,
but you're here, yeah. You're here, and it's working. And then speaking of working, well, before I play this next video, go ahead and set it up for everybody watching, my friend. The newest event, putting together fights, using other media to do a copy of it, a version of it. I can't sell it like you. So let's set it up before I play the video. What's this new event coming out?
Okay, so this new event is Justice for Hire's action scene competition. You get to remake your favorite action scene. Ideally, you could choose one from the list that's happening at the Urban Action Showcase, because we're doing this in partnership with Demetrius Angelo's Urban Action Showcase, sponsored by Warner Media. And it's a huge deal for the community, because it's really, I think that if you're not a part of Justice for Hire yet, but you love action movies, it's a great way to just get comfortable with saying, hey, I'm the action star.
Yeah.
And so like you might see me, doing Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know,
Yeah.
double impact with some Speedos on and some spandex. So, you know, that's my way of saying, hey, you know what? Me and Jean-Claude, we're kind of similar.
I was busting up, man. I was like, this is great.
You can make fun of it. Like my stuff is a spoof, but me and my son, we did a bunch of different versions, and they're all kind of like funny. But you know, have fun, and we're always telling people like, you know, do what you're comfortable with, because action's a real industry, and you know, if you're not a professional, that's okay. You can still have fun, you know, doing your own rendition of it, but don't ever put yourself in danger. You know, shooting an action scene. Like, don't do that. It's unnecessary. No. And there's always risk shooting an action. So even if you're doing your own thing, like, you know, proceed at your own risk. You know?
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's check out the video. All right, chat, everybody watching right now, it's time to get a little excited here. It's time to get excited. I know you guys. Spread the word. Spread the word. Yo, let's put some fight scenes together based off of some of our favorite fights or movies. Let's do examples of it. Let's submit this. And let's just have a blast. All right, here we go. Check this out, guys.
We're having a huge action scene competition from Justice for Hire and the Urban Action Showcase, sponsored by Warner Media. It's gonna be... To join, all you do is make an action scene based on a classic movie, like this one, from The Raid. Or this one, inspired by the film Colombiana. Your scenes don't have to be just like the movies that inspired them. They can be different. They can be silly. You don't even have to have any fighting in it. Isn't that right? If you choose to have fighting in your scene, it's important to remember the person... Are you okay? Yeah. If you do choose to have fighting in one of your scenes, it's important to remember that you never actually have to hit anyone. The person who's taking the hits is the one who's selling it by reacting. So the punches or kicks or anything that comes to the face are always about 6 inches to a foot in front. So you're never putting somebody in real danger. When doing an action scene with a partner, make sure to use eye contact as one of the ways to signal each other that you're ready for any particular move. Please, teach me Kung Fu. You don't even need a partner to shoot an action scene. You can do one all by yourself, just like this. Why would you do that? Because I'm here inside. Have fun doing what you're good at. Don't perform any action that you can't do safely, like me, because of these big legs and Kung Fu. I can do the splits, no problem. When I'm warm, I'm not warm yet. When I'm warm, it's no problem. And if you're filming a scene in public, make sure everyone around you knows it's make-believe. Say action and cut really, really loud. Make sure safety is always first. And nothing crazy or stupid will happen. Everybody who submits will be featured in the film festival this coming year, and the action... And all creators will have the opportunity to be on the JFH panel on November 20th, sitting alongside Hollywood executives, action filmmakers, professional stunt people, and a whole bunch more. There'll be giveaways, there'll be an audience choice award, lots of fun stuff. Deadline to submit is October 15th through the Justice for Hire app. That's justiceforhire.app. We'll see you at the action film competition.
Yeah. And Jan disappeared. Oh, there he is. Can't hear you. There you go.
You can hear me now.
Yeah.
All right. We are plugged in.
All right. Sweet. Yeah, man. So everybody watching right now, come on. You got till October 15th. That's right. Submit those fights. Recreate your own classic fight scenes. That's right. From movies and media. And submit it. That's right. Go get that badassity to the festival. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it looks like a lot of fun, man. I'm still laughing at your Van Damme, bro. That was great.
Oh, thanks, man. My splits are much better.
Uh-oh. That little man?
Yeah, it's my son.
How you doing? Hello. Little
Jet.
big man. All right.
This guy's yellow belt. This is Neek's world. Neek's an amazing rapper. Check
What's
him
up,
out.
Neeks? What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Just playing some Call of Duty, you know.
Yeah, you're getting it in. That's right. That's right.
Game on.
Does Jan play Call of Duty?
I played. This is Chewy. Neeks'
What's
cat.
up, Chewy?
Chewy's fantastic.
Chewy's a YouTube star now.
Chewy is great. He's actually like, I've known two wonderful cats in my life, and Chewy is one of them. He's an amazing.
Well, you got Tribal Chiefs here saying that is awesome. He just watched the video with us. He's enjoying it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And so let's have some fun and keep it going here. Let's watch one of the submissions here. Let's do some screen share action and let's watch. Are you gonna upload more fights?
Yeah. So a bunch of folks are shooting now.
Okay,
and,
cool.
So yeah, so it's. I think I assume you're going to show Avel. Yeah, this is Avel who plays Elixir, who's also you can also see her in JFH episode 1. So
all right, let's watch this one. So this is Elixir submitting Kill Bill Volume 2, the Heart Exploding Palm Technique scene. This is their submission here for the JFH Action Scene Remake Competition. Let's have some fun and watch this.
You and I have unfinished business.
Baby, you ain't kidding.
I like that shirt. Oh, shit. Oh, no. This is great.
May taught you the 5-point exploding heart technique.
Of course he did.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I'm a bad person.
You're not a bad person.
You're not a bad person.
You're a terrific person. You're my favorite person. But sometimes you can be a real.
What? What's cracking me up, man, is the camera angles and stuff.
I was cracking up for all of his performance. I really think it's an amazing job.
This one right here. Oh, they got the credits too. All right, look at that. The dude. Oh, what fun. See, now you're giving me ideas now.
Yeah, man, it's.
Oh, that's it. That's
really
it.
great.
You giving me ideas for me and Lady Fat Blood now. We're going to do a fight scene. We're going to put it together.
Be completely honored to have that.
She's going to win. Spoilers, obviously.
I'm sure it'll be a wonderful and epic moment.
Do you remember the one I showed during Comic-Con? I mean, the Kung Fu Extravaganza? When I imitated Steven Seagal?
No.
Here, I'll play it again. Here we go. I'll play this here. This will make you laugh.
Oh, yes, this is amazing. That's amazing.
The last one.
That's amazing.
Breaking the camera's neck. Yeah. You're giving me ideas, man. You're giving me ideas, definitely.
Dude, I would love to repost that for the JFH community. That's amazing. That's amazing.
The video?
Yes, that's amazing. That is so inspiring. That's hilarious.
Feel free. Yeah, if you want to post that, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. By all means, have fun with that, man. PhatSamuraiGuy as Seagal. Yeah, man. You're giving me ideas to come up with some fight. That would be a lot of fun. But yeah, everybody watching, come on now. Put together a fight. This is just for fun. We're all having a great time here. Put together a fight, have fun filming it, be safe filming it, and make sure you guys submit next week, right? Is it the 5th? What day is the 15th?
That's next Friday, so it's a week from today.
There you go. Week from today,
If
guys.
you're looking for something to do this weekend, go shoot a fight scene.
There you go. Yo, get it. That's right. Spread the word too. That's right. Avail says, thank you for sharing. There you go. Thanks for making it and doing what you guys are doing, man. This is just so much fun. Look, Tribal Chief, he's enjoying it, man. He's just having a blast watching that fight scene, that Kill Bill fight. There you go. Here we go. Look, I'll shoot a fight scene with my mom for sure. Yo, there you go. Awesome. Yo, spread this out to the Movie Dojo Army, man. Get it out there. That's right. This is hilarious. This is so much fun, man. Definitely. Oh,
that's
man.
Hilarious, man. I should have shot something with my mom when she was here last week. That's a brilliant idea. Could have had my mom hit me with a cane.
There you go. That's it, right? Zatoichi style too. Like, wow. So just for fun.
Yes, my son is now asking me if I'm going to let his grandma hit me with a cane, and the answer is
yes.
Yes. Wait, in the bazooki or in the face?
In the face. She'll hit me in the face. No. It'll be just fine. Always
like, no.
Watch the tutorial video just so she always keep the impact to 6 inches to a foot away from not 2 feet.
Yeah.
Use camera angles to cheat the impact.
Yeah. Safety first. You don't get a broken nose.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Yeah, safety first. But yeah, just for fun, because I know you're extremely busy, and I should probably let you go at some point. But just for fun, I'm gonna post some Tai Chi related martial arts movies. If you haven't seen these movies, we'll just say you haven't seen it. We'll just keep going. Okay. But I want your thoughts on the movie for entertainment purposes, and then thought on the actual Tai Chi that was in there. Like you're like, hey, some parts of it was actually legit, but most of it's just or just garbage.
Have you seen my Shang-Chi Tai Chi breakdown video?
No.
Dude, that's on YouTube right now.
Nice. I gotta watch that.
There's 3 of them. I have 3 Shang-Chi. There's 1, 2, 3. The third one is like a companion to the second.
I'm assuming you enjoyed the film.
I loved it. Loved it. And there's some serious Tai Chi. I essentially break down the top 5 Tai Chi moves in Shang-Chi, and it's called Top 5 Tai Chi Moves in Shang-Chi. So you can check.
Nice. All right. So the first movie up here, if you haven't seen it, we'll just keep going.
Don't play with that stuff.
Tai Chi Zero or Hero. There's 2 of them.
I know. I have not seen. I started one of them. It was not on a night where I could really process reading subtitles. So I want to watch it. I've heard great things.
Okay. We'll keep moving here. All right.
Just to let people know, I hardly watch TV and movies.
Well, you're extremely busy all the time.
Yeah, I watch YouTube videos on double speed.
I'm starting to do that now, actually. I'm starting to do that now.
A friend of mine told me he was watching stuff on double speed years ago, and I made such a huge deal. I was like, that's unacceptable. The artist didn't want you to to watch it that way. What are you doing? And now I'm just like, I got to do it.
Yeah. All right, so we got some Jackie Wu here with Tai Chi 2, aka Tai Chi Boxer. Have you seen this one? Yuan Wu.
I feel like I've only seen parts of it, but I don't feel like I can give a true opinion on it.
Okay.
I love his outfit.
You should check this one out. This one's actually pretty good. This is Jackie Wu's first movie.
Okay.
All right. Now, you had to have seen this one. I'd be stunned if you didn't, but it's okay if you haven't.
Oh, I can't wait.
Tai Chi Master with Jet Li.
Yes, I have.
Okay. So, how do you grade it just as a purely entertainment value? How do you grade it?
Let's get Neeks has more passion about this than I do. So,
Neeks, Tai Chi Master.
Call of Duty, though, he's shooting some zombies. So.
I mean,
he's
it's phenomenal. When he masters the Tai Chi and starts being able to move the nature around him, it's pretty.
The
epic.
Leaves, yeah.
Yeah, the leaves and stuff, pretty epic. Like, definitely one of the better old Tai Chi movies I've seen for sure.
There you go.
I mean older Jet Li movies. Sorry,
Jan, you haven't seen this, have you?
Look, I've seen. I know I've seen.
Next,
I think the challenge.
Help Jan out.
Check this out. I think the challenge with Tai Chi movies is that the only people making Tai Chi movies for the most part are the Chinese film industry, and so when you have Tai Chi interpreted poetically the way that they're doing it, it's beautiful, but it's also a lot of the same thing. And that's why I like Shang-Chi, because Shang-Chi was taking just a little bit of that and then
Yeah.
bringing in other stuff too. And I'm just like, okay, that's really cool. Like my favorite Tai Chi movie, my favorite movie with Tai Chi in it is probably The Grand Master from Wong Kar Wai.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Because there's
Okay.
that's serious. Those scenes are beautiful.
Great movie. Great movie.
Oh, fantastic!
See,
I
you
was
know-
shocked.
you know
I was
your
watching that in
stuff.
American theater.
Oh, nice, nice. See, you know your stuff. All right, last one. Last one.
Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh is the teacher in that old Jet Li movie.
Oh, and in Shang-Chi, yeah.
and Shang-Chi.
That's right.
All right, last one. Man of Tai Chi.
I'll say this.
Yeah, baby.
I love Keanu,
Okay.
and I love the story behind that movie. Meaning that
Okay.
he knew Chen,
Tiger Chen, yeah.
Tiger Chen, and respected him and his family.
What?
And so I love everything about that.
Okay.
I love everything about the movie.
You just haven't seen it. Or you
I've
hate
seen
it.
it.
Oh, you-
I've definitely seen it.
What about fight choreography wise? Did they do a decent job? At least that, not the.
Well, look, man. I mean, like again, you're talking to a guy who I Tai Chi is breathwork, visualization, and body mechanics. So
Right,
like anything can actually be Tai Chi. So when you there are very few moves that I think are truly unique to Tai Chi, and they do exist, but there are very few of them.
Gotcha. Okay.
In my experience, and it's really more about the Tai Chi. It's really more process than it is a technique. It is
Gotcha,
a way of
okay.
approaching a thing. And so
Okay.
I think that a lot of the what I saw in that film, I was completely like, I wanted a lot more from it.
You wanted more.
But
Okay.
I wanted more from it, but I was so happy that anybody made a movie called Man of Tai Chi.
There you
And
go.
the fact
Yeah.
that Keanu did it and then went on a press tour.
Right.
He went on a press tour. He's on, was it Jimmy Kimmel or something like that? He's
Really?
on one of those shows talking about Tai Chi. And if you go to my Coach Jan's Tai Chi YouTube channel,
Yeah.
and like it's, we have tons of like push hands videos from the top players in the world on there. And if you
Yeah.
go down, I have amazing playlists. Like I will say this right now, that channel is amazing, and there's amazing playlists on there. And there's one called Tai Chi in the Media, and you'll find that video with Keanu on there, along with a
Wow.
bunch of other stuff. Like really, really, it's a resource. That channel, I recently just changed it to my name because it was just called World Push Hands before, and I felt like I could talk to people more intimately if I just changed it to my name. So that's what I did.
If given the opportunity one day, would you direct a martial arts movie with Tai Chi as the focus? No BS Tai Chi.
Yeah, I think that there's I mean, the short answer is yes. I feel like a lot of what I'm doing now, choreography wise, especially
You can make a movie out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I really would like to. I'd actually like to adapt Josh's, my coach Josh Waitskin's book, The Art of Learning, into a film.
All right.
And I know Tim Ferriss bought the rights because him and Tim are like best friends.
Yeah.
So I'm that's something I would really like to do with them.
Yeah.
But I think that, and that's like the reality of Tai Chi. But I think that what we're doing with Justice for Hire, what I have to do even from an insurance standpoint, I haven't felt comfortable at this point in my life putting really anybody in a receiving on the receiving end of too much choreography.
Gotcha.
And so
Gotcha.
for that reason, like for the first time in my life, I'm actually
Yeah.
the person taking hits. Neeks has punched me in the face multiple times because I'm playing a bad guy that you can't see the framing it out, because I don't want to, like, we're doing something that's indie but also like really, really cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we need more stunt people, so I'll fill in for as many stunt people as I need to.
Right.
So,
Right.
Part of my Tai Chi mentality right now is like, how do you take a punch and safely? How do you,
Right.
So a lot of the stuff I do consider Tai Chi, even though it doesn't look like all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so I
Nice.
consider myself directing Tai Chi right now, honestly.
Yeah. 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 You know, but never say never, right? Maybe in one day you'll get a green light. Hey, we need you to write a script or for a movie, but we need you to do Tai Chi fight choreography for the whole movie. Hey, you never know.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure. There's one thing that Rick Myers showed on that you and Rick showed on the superhero kung fu extravaganza, and it was two guys fighting in like a room.
Hydra.
Yes,
Dude.
And I need to watch that because I was like, that choreography to me is actually the closest thing to real Tai Chi style fighting that I've seen. Like I haven't. Yeah. I was blown away when I saw that clip. I was like, I can't believe this.
That was something like totally new. It's different. The flow of the fight choreography and everything. It was really good.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, brother, I could talk to you about martial arts and movies all day, and comic books and superheroes and all that good stuff. But let me let you go, man. I know you're extremely busy.
I want to just put this out there.
Go ahead.
That if the one film that you asked me about, like if I want to direct, a Tai Chi film, etc.
Yeah.
There really isn't a lot of stuff that I think about directing outside of what we're doing for Justice for Hire.
Yeah, you're already busy with that. Yeah.
For Real World, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that being said, my father's unpublished Jade Crest Silver Surfer novel. Something that I'm very, very interested in adapting to the big screen.
That would be awesome.
Any screen. So that's something that I think about a lot. But
I say go for it. Go for it, man.
Thanks, man. These things will happen eventually. But like I look at where we have this wonderful contest going on that anybody can join from justiceforhire.app.
That's right.
Like right now, you'll see it right there.
Yeah.
We have an equity crowdfunding campaign that anyone can buy and own a part of our company, Real World, REELWURLD, because you're in it. The future of movies and TV and commercials is you. It's us, all of us. So that will go live on October 29th. So the deadline for the action film contest is October 15th. The start for our equity crowdfunding campaign is October 29th. And people can reserve their space in there pretty much now. Just go to refunded.com, bless you, /real world. But it'll officially launch on the 29th. So a lot going on. And I'm super grateful to have, hopefully, Phat Samurai coming into the JFH cinematic universe in the coming days.
Might happen, man. It might happen. But hey, I am very happy for your success and it's your continued success. That's right. And the growth of JFH. JFH. JFH.
Oh
That's right.
God.
We got to get some chants going.
Thank you. You kidding me? How long I've been waiting to hear somebody say that? Unprompted? Look at this.
Well, this was fun, my friend. Hey, don't go anywhere. All right, guys. Hold on, Jan. Don't go anywhere. All right, guys, thanks for watching, hanging out with Samurai Guy and Jan. Y'all know what to do. Links in the description box below to subscribe to his channel and follow what's going on. And don't forget to submit those fight scenes. That's right. You got till next Friday. So make sure you submit them. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have fun making them. That's right. Have fun making them. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you next time.